Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down a fascinating case study that completely demystifies the world of investing. We're going to look at a high-stakes scenario we're calling the $400,000 mistake. It's the tale of two friends, David and Maria. Their story is incredibly relatable, and by mapping out their financial journeys, we are going to see exactly how small, seemingly safe choices can absolutely alter your entire financial future.
Okay, let's just dive right in. David and Maria started on perfectly equal footing. They graduated from the same college, got the exact same type of job in the city, and brought home the exact same paycheck, $3,000 a month. And what's really crucial to understand right from the start is that both of them were highly responsible. Both David and Maria made the disciplined decision to set aside $500 every single month for their future. Exact same income, exact same savings habits. Yet despite this mirror image starting point, 30 years later, their financial realities diverged by nearly $500,000. How on earth did they arrive at such drastically different destinations? Well, let's unpack the numbers.
First up, we need to talk about false security and really unpack this illusion of safety. To understand this massive divergence, we've got to look at David's approach first. David decided to play it safe. He stashed his cash in a standard bank account, yielding a microscopic 0.1% annual percentage yield. He wasn't looking to get rich quick, He just wanted to protect his cash from the volatility of the outside world. Fast forward 30 years. After diligently depositing a total of $180,000 of his own hard-earned money, his account sat at just about $185,000. To David, this slow drip felt like a victory. Every time he logged in to check his balance, the number was slightly higher than the month before. It gave him this immense feeling of security.
But David had a massive blind spot, and that's inflation. Our source material accurately refers to inflation as the hidden thief. Over a 30-year timeline, the cost of everyday necessities, things like housing, milk, fuel, roughly doubled. That hidden thief silently and relentlessly eroded his purchasing power. David simply didn't account for the fact that the world around his money was getting drastically more expensive.
And the real tragedy of David's strategy is painfully clear here. His nominal wealth, literally the number printed on his bank statement, boasted $185,000. But his actual purchasing power, the amount of goods he can actually buy in today's economy, it plummeted to what $90,000 buys today. By playing it safe, David didn't actually avoid risk. No, he guaranteed a massive loss. He effectively lost half of his wealth's true power to that hidden thief of inflation.
Now let's flip the script and look at the compounding miracle and how Maria's money basically did all the heavy lifting. But real quick, before we look at Maria's path, anchor yourself back to David's reality for a second. $90,000. That is all the tangible purchasing power left after 30 years of strict, unwavering financial discipline.
Meanwhile, Maria took a completely different path. Now, she was just as nervous about losing money as David was, but instead of hiding her cash, she got curious. She spent a single weekend learning how index funds work and automated her savings into a diversified total world stock index fund. The result? $750,000. Over $750,000. Because she took a different route with the exact same initial investment of $180,000, the gap between the two friends was absolutely staggering. Today, Maria is cheerfully browsing brochures for a retirement cruise, while David is terrified he's going to be clocking into work until he's 80 years old.
So how did Maria completely outpace her friend without saving a single penny more? It all comes down to compound interest. By investing in a broad index fund, Maria captured the stock market's historical 8 to 10% annual returns over the long term. And the beauty here isn't just the growth, it's the exponential curve. It's like your money starts having babies, and then those babies have babies. For the first 5 years, Maria and David looked almost identical on paper, but right around year 10, boom, the compounding ignited. Her wealth exploded because she allowed time and the mechanics of the entire global economy to do the heavy lifting for her.
Let's move on to the secret weapon and how to actually turn market volatility into an advantage.
Now, you might be thinking, well, that sounds amazing, but the stock market is terrifying right now. Markets crash, right? Maria's secret cheat code to survive that fear is dollar cost averaging. She invested a consistent amount of money every single month, rain or shine, completely ignoring market highs and crashes. Maria never once tried to time the market. She didn't hold her money back waiting for a crash to buy in, and she didn't stop buying when the news was bad. She just bought consistently, every single month.
Think of it exactly like buying your weekly groceries. When the market was at an all-time high, her flat $500 naturally bought fewer shares. When the market was normal, she got a normal amount. But when the market inevitably crashed, say in year 12 of her journey, Maria didn't panic. Why? Because her consistent $500 suddenly scooped up significantly more shares since everything was on sale at a steep discount. Her consistency is literally what made the math work in her favor.
So how do we start becoming an investor today? How do we move from David's side over to Maria's side?
The true tragedy of this whole story isn't that David lacked discipline. I mean, he did the grueling, hard work of saving his money for 3 decades. He simply put that incredible discipline into the wrong vehicle. The fantastic news is, whether you have $5 or $500, you can cross over to Maria's side today using a highly accessible 3-step action plan. Step 1. Build an emergency fund in a safe bank account so you are never forced to panic sell your investments when life throws you a curveball. Step 2. Open a brokerage account. This is simply the digital platform that grants you access to buy those index funds. And Step 3. Automate your monthly investments. Just like Maria, set it, forget it, and remove human emotion from the equation entirely.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative question to reflect on. Which one are you right now? Are you a saver, relying on the illusion of safety while inflation silently erodes your hard work? Or are you an investor, ready to let time and the global economy build your wealth? As the saying goes, the best day to start acting like Maria was yesterday, but the second best day is today. Thank you so much for joining me to unpack this concept, and I'll see you in the next explainer.